Hello, good afternoon, members of my class. This is another lecture session with the facilitator, Dr. BD Aminu, GSP 1201-2201, use of English. We are now moving, towards the end of the, content of the course, because today we are going to discuss on the Module 5 content, which is concerned with spoken English. Yes, let's follow the discussion. You are all welcome. Now, this module focuses on providing practical explanation and drills that may enhance the student's ability to acquire and develop effective speaking skills in the English language. Issues related to the English sounds, syllable structures, stress, and intonation are therefore among what the module intends to discuss. The English sounds. I believe you must have some background knowledge about the English sounds. Now, English sounds are made up of either consonant or vowel sounds. The vowels can be understood as either monophthongs or diphthongs. English spelling is not necessarily related to the way the words are pronounced. Now, English sounds are divided into consonants and vowel, and then the vowel sounds are either monophthong sounds that have only one distinct sound, or diphthong sounds that have two sounds that are concurrently pronounced or uttered. So we have to note that English spelling is not necessarily related to the way the words are pronounced. That is, there is no relationship between spelling and pronunciation. Spelling is used in writing, whereas pronunciation sounds are used in pronunciation. So letters are used in spelling and sounds are used in pronunciation. There is no link between spelling and sounds. Now, spelling concerns 26 letters of the English alphabet, while pronunciation involves 44 sounds. These sounds are represented by symbols. The following diagram exemplifies the divisions in the English sounds. We have 44 sounds that are made up of consonant and vowel. The consonant in that 44 sounds are 24. Now, vowel sounds among the 44 sounds are 20. So we have 24 consonants, 20 vowels, making up 44 sounds. The consonants, the 24 consonants, are divided into two as well. We have voiced consonants, which are 15 sounds, and voiceless consonants, which are 9. So if you add 15 plus 9, that will give you 24. When we come to the side of vowel sounds, we find out that out of the 20 vowel sounds, 12 sounds are called monophthongs, whereas 8 sounds are called diphthongs. Out of the 12 monophthong sounds, we have 5 that are long and 7 that are short. The consonant sounds, as described in the last slide, are divided into voiced and voiceless. Now, the voiced sounds are b, d, g, v, z, j, w, n, m, r, y, n, l. These are voiced sounds, voiced consonant sounds. Now, the voiceless consonant sounds are p, t, k, f, sh, s. These are the voiceless sounds. So the voiced sounds are realized by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these are the voiced and the voiceless sounds. B, d, g, v, s, sh, j, w, n, m, r, y, n, and l. Now the voiceless sounds are p, t, k, f, s, sh, ch. These are the voiceless sounds. Now, the vowel sounds could be divided into, as we said, monophthongs and diphthongs. Among the monophthongs, there are long and there are short. Now the monophthong sounds are e, o, e, a, o, and o. These are the monophthong sounds, out of which long ones are e, o, o, a. The short ones are e, o, and o. Now these are monophthongs. The diphthong sounds are the sounds that have two distinct sounds that are pronounced concurrently, simultaneously. So the diphthong sounds are ear, or, air, a, oi, I, and ow. Now minimal pairs. Minimal pairs refer to a situation when two words are identical in form except for a contrast in one phoneme occurring in the same position. Phoneme is a sound. Study the following examples. If you have pat, P-A-T, and bat, B-A-T, you find out that the contrast is only in the initial phoneme, P and B. Pat, bat. Second example, fan, van, f. So the difference is fan, f, and van, v. The next example is bet and bat, B-E-T, bet, B-A-T, bat. Cat and cut, cat, and cut, C-A-T, cat, C-U-T, cut. The difference is in the vowel sound, a and a. Vowel mutation refers to a situation whereby a vowel sound is realized in one form of an English word but different in another form of another word. For example, the I sound in drive, D-E-R-I-V-E, drive, changes to another vowel sound when the form of the word reads derivation. So D-E-R-I-V-E, drive. But when you have D-E-R-I-V-A-T-I-O-N, it will be derivation. You don't say derivation, but derivation. So drive and derivation. I changes to E sound. So here are more examples of such words where we have vowel mutation. Divide, D-E-V-I-D-E, divide. Then division, D-I-V-I-S-I-O-N, division. Decide, decision. Criticize, criticism. Multiply, multiplication. All these examples show vowel mutation in them. Now syllable structures and consonant clusters. What is a syllable structure, or what is a syllable first? A syllable is a word or part of a word which contains a consonant and a vowel, often represented as CV, C as consonant, V as vowel. For instance, in the word go, G-O, we have a consonant and a vowel. Liver consists of two syllables, li and va. Li, CV, va, CV. So liver. On a general note, the syllable must contain a vowel sound. This means that a vowel sound can constitute a syllable in a word. For example, the initial A in away stands as a syllable. So away has two syllables, as a syllable, way as another syllable. So here are more examples of different words with different syllable structures. One syllable words. Example of one syllable words: come, go, now, harm, south, east, broom, and blue. Two syllable words: teacher, marker, curfew, madam, purchase, motion. Three syllable words: photograph, chancellor, elevate, insistence, informal. Example of four syllable words are as follows: development, comparable, intelligence, agriculture. These words have 4-syllable structure. Now, example of 5-syllable words: selectivity, extravagancy, consideration. These words have 5-syllable structure in them. Now we have other words that have 6-syllable structure: extraordinary, superiority, internationalize, experimentation. These words have 6-syllable structure. Now we have other words that have 7-syllable structure. They are intelligibility, irresponsibility, industrialization. In these words we have 7-syllable structure in them. Now we have irreconcilability. This has 8-syllable structure. Internationalization also has 8-syllable structure. So irreconcilability, 8-syllable structure. Internationalization, it has 8-syllable structure. What is a consonant cluster? A consonant cluster refers to a situation whereby a word or a syllable in a word contains 2 or more consonants without an intervening vowel. In other words, a consonant cluster is a sequence of 2 or more consonants between which there is no vowel. For example, in the word free, f and r form a cluster. Free, f and r is a cluster because we have to pronounce them without a vowel in between. Fr, 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 rather than fr. You say fr, not fir. Free, not fi-re. For instance, now let us study the following examples to see more and more clusters in words. 2-consonant cluster. Example of words that have 2 consonant clusters: travel, travel, dress, pleasure, bride, prince, 3, style, school. All these have 2 consonant structure in them. Now we have words that have 3 consonant clusters like spring, splash, scribe, helps, corrupts, damped, expects, next. Here we have 3 consonant clusters in each of the above words. Now we have words that have 4 consonant clusters in them: exclaim, explain, extract, texts, exempts, 12th. These have 4 consonant clusters in them. Stress and intonation. What is stress and intonation? Stress refers to the prominence given to a syllable. Remember, we said some words have 1 or more than 1 syllable structure. So a stress is realized when one of the syllables has a higher prominence given to it. In many languages like English, certain syllables in a word are louder, slightly higher in pitch, and somewhat longer in duration than others in the word. These types of syllables are referred to as stressed syllables. Stress plays a very important role in English pronunciation. Inability to stress the right syllable in a word often distorts the form of the word as well as its meaning. Since stress is concerned with the prominence given to a syllable, in English only 1 syllable is usually stressed in a word. So you find out that when you have words that have more than 1 syllables, you must find that one of the syllables is given stress. However, it should be noted that form words such as determiners, pronouns, prepositions and auxiliaries tend not to be stressed. They tend not to be stressed ordinarily, except for special emphasis. That is to say, only content words are stressed. Remember, in our language grammar class, we talked about open class and closed class. Mostly open class words are what we call content words. So it is those words are the only words that take stress ordinarily. But closed class do not take stress largely, except for emphasis. In words like in words of one syllable, the stress falls on the one syllable. For example, in words like short, tall, broom, skin, space, man, here, or hair, all these they are monosyllabic, and therefore they have the syllable they have the stress in the syllable. In words of two syllables, there are two ways. Some of these words take the stress on the first syllable, whereas others on the second. For example, these words have stress on the first syllable: farmer, teacher, madam, curfew. In this case, the stress is on the first syllable. But here are some other words that have the stress on the second syllable: inform, concern, consume, record. In these four last words, the stress is not on the first syllable but on the second syllable. So more syllable when used as nouns and on the second. So these are examples of words that have syllable on the first syllable, stress on the first syllable and stress on the second syllable. So when you find out that, like maybe record, you could have record as a noun, and you could also have record as a verb. So when it is used as a verb, you find out that the stress is on the second syllable. But when they are used as nouns, the stress is on the first syllable. So there are some words that can be used as noun and they can be used as verbs. When they are used as nouns, the first syllable takes the stress. Or when they are used as verbs, the second syllable takes the stress. Now, contract as a noun. Contract as a verb. Contract. Insult as a noun. Insult as a verb. Contrast as a noun. Contrast as a verb. So words of three syllables may be stressed on the first, second, or third syllable depending on the particular word. For example, here are some words where the first syllable takes the stress: telephone, bachelor, barrister. In this case, first syllable takes the stress. But in another group of words, stress is on the second: imperial, imperial, enjoyment, superior. So you can see that imperial, enjoy, imperial, enjoyment, superior. Second syllable in this group of words takes the syllable. Now we have another set of words: guarantee, addressee, refugee. You find out that in these words the third syllable takes the stress. In words of words of four syllables also fall into four categories. There are some words that have stress on the first, some others on the second, some on the third, and some others on the fourth, as the case may be. Comparable, first syllable. Humanism, fourth syllable. But when you have experience, second syllable. Intelligence, second syllable takes the stress. Compensation, third syllable takes the stress. Agriculture, third syllable takes the stress. Vietnamese, fourth syllable takes the stress. Officialize, fourth syllable takes the stress. Now, words consisting of five syllables may have any one of them stressed, whether the first, second, third, or fourth syllable, or fifth syllable, depending on the word. For example, capitalism, first syllable; regionalism, first syllable; nationalism, first syllable; exploratory, second syllable; irreparable, second syllable; comparatively, second syllable; selectivity, third syllable; meritocracy, third syllable; collectivity, third syllable; Cooperation, fourth syllable. Consideration, fourth syllable. Reintegration, fourth syllable. So you find out that some of these words have maybe first syllable stressed, second syllable, third, or fourth, depending on the words. Now, intonation pattern. Remember, we talked about stress. Stress is realized in a particular syllable in some words. Notice intonation. Intonation, unlike stress, which most of the time operates at the word level, intonation operates at the sentence level. So you can now see the difference. Mostly stress operates in a word level, but intonation operates in a sentence level. Every kind of sentence has its own intonation pattern. So intonation refers to the general direction of your voice when you utter a sentence or a phrase. You can usually tell even if you do not speak a language. When someone is asking a question or making a statement, intonation is determined by a falling or rising tone or both. In general, falling tone is used in simple declarative sentences or commands and WH questions, whereas the rising tone is used in polite requests, yes or no questions, and listing of items. The fall rise is used in long questions and long sentences, while exclamatory sentences require that the whole sentence remains high. Let us now see examples of how these operate. Falling tone in simple declaration sentence. Rahama is a good girl. Falling tone. I'm going to school. Falling tone. He wants to join the committee. He wants to join the committee. Falling tone, because these are declarative sentences. You fall. Now, command. Come here. You fall. Wait a minute. You fall. Drive carefully. All this also requires falling tone. WH questions. When do you pray? When do you pray? Falling. Where is your friend? Who instructed you? Here you have falling tune. In polite request, bring the bag here please. Can you type a little faster please? Can I come with you? Yes or no question. Did you tell him? Is it important? Are you a student? In listing of items, she bought a pair of shoes, a bag, and a veil. There are many things in the room, such as bed, chair, table, and fan. So in those examples, we realize that we fall. Now we fall and rise tone. In clauses, when you are ready, you fall. I will bring the question papers. Rise. When you are ready, I will bring the question papers. So when you are ready, fall. I will bring the question papers. Rise. If it is time, let me now. If it is time, falling. Let me now. Rising. When the man arrived, the program had already started. When the man arrived, falling. The program had already started. Rising. Now in question tags also you have this type of maybe intonation pattern. Use of English lecturer or use of English lecture is interesting, isn't it? Use of English lecture is interesting. Falling. Isn't it? Rising. Learning is a process, isn't it? Learning is a process. Falling. Isn't it? Rising. You have all registered for the course. Falling. Haven't you? Rising. You have all registered for the course, haven't you? So you have all registered for the course. Falling. Haven't you? Rising. Because these are question tags. Now you may have example of where all statements remain high in exclamatory. He is the new VC. He is the new VC. They are withdrawn. They are withdrawn. You have succeeded. This exclamatory remain high. He's the new VC. They are withdrawn. You have succeeded because you express feelings, so remain all high. So in this lesson, you have realized that we are talking about sounds. You must make sure that you improve on your skill of realizing the sounds, so that you now apply sounds when it comes to pronunciation. Don't please use spelling pronunciation. Spelling pronunciation is a process or procedure whereby the spelling guides someone to pronounce a word. No, you make sure that you only use letters when you spell, but you use sounds when you pronounce words. Now here comes to the end of this class on spoken English. Thank you for listening. We look forward to meeting you in the next class, where we'll talk about language and style. Thank you.